Grantee acceptance, grantor position, trustee assignment. Let's talk about it. All right, GGT process. A guy pretty smart in the law a long time ago figured out when he was selling his house, he thought he owned it, but the bank made him sign as the grantee at the very end, right before they turned around and sold it. He went home and looked that up. He found out that that meant that he finally owned his house, true, free, and clear. But he only owned it for a second before they turned around, leaned it up, and sold it to somebody else. So that's where the GGT process originates from. You want to put everything in trust. Everything out there is in trust. So as the grantor, you are the ultimate authority in trust. Now, to do a GGT process, you have to sign a commercial offer as the grantee. No, you cannot sign on a birth certificate as a grantee because that's not your property. It was created by somebody else and it's not true title. But if you get something like a ticket, you can do a grantee acceptance right on the face of it. Now, there's 5 things that are needed to create an expressed trust. You need to identify the grantor. You need to identify the beneficiary. You need to identify the trustee. It has to have property in it, and it has to have a purpose. That's it. So you can add a codicil or you can add an allonge to a ticket, but sign it as a grantee. Then you can turn around and you can appoint the clerk of court as the trustee to set off, settle, and close the account. And that will hold up and you'll be able to discharge a ticket. After 1933, when all U.S. citizens became enemies of the state, the alien property custodian merged into the Treasury Department. Now, when it comes to discharging debts, the GGT process is the front door. The DTC is the back door for getting 1/10 of your estate. The GGT is the front door. So what you can do with an electric bill, for say, is you can do a grantee acceptance on it. When you do a grantee acceptance, that extinguishes the trust and you hold the true title to it. You can do the grantee acceptance, turn around and appoint the alien property custodian in the Treasury to set off the account. And they have to do it. And if they don't, a trust cannot fail for lack of a trustee. So it will still exist and it is enforceable. So here's where everybody gets tripped up. You can do the GGT process and it might be hard to stand on and get it through. But once you get it through once, any utility service, any mortgage payment, any electric bill, and anything you want, they will never fight you again. Once you get it through the alien property custodian to set off, settle, and close the account according to House Joint Resolution 192, dollar for dollar. After 1933, they cannot specify what form of payment that they are going to accept on any debt obligation because lawful money does not exist.
To reclaim the American dream and reaffirm that fundamental truth that out of many we are one.
You hear that line? Line's for you. Don't make me laugh. We're one people. It's a myth created by Thomas Jefferson. Oh, now you never go with Jefferson, huh? My friend, Jefferson's an American saint because he wrote the words all men are created equal. Words he clearly didn't believe since he allowed his own children to live in slavery. He was a rich wine snob who was sick of paying taxes to the Brits. So yeah, he wrote some lovely words and aroused the rabble and they went out and died for those words. While he sat back and drank his wine and the slave girl. This guy wants to tell me we're living in a community. Don't make me laugh. I'm living in America, and in America, you're on your own. America's not a country. It's just a business. Now, pay me.